What's up, everybody? Staying here from Rocky Creek. Appreciate you hanging out with us. So today, we're gonna make our own chicken feed. So let's get everything ready and let's show you what we're gonna do. Let's go. All right, guys, so my current chicken feed, you can see is pretty much empty. So I need to restock it. Now, I've talked in previous videos about we got a local mill who does a really good feed, in my opinion. I've been using it for years. Now, I recently came across the channel because part of me always kind of had thought about doing my own feed, and just like I want more control of my own food, I would like to know and have more control over what's in my animals' food as well, because that's in turn coming back to us. So I came across, it's Sawyer Ridge Farm. I came across their channel probably about 6 months ago, and they do their own chicken feed, and they say for them it's cheaper. So I started doing some research. Luckily, I really like my mill, and all the ingredients that they mentioned, I can get all of those at our local mill as well, which is really cool. But for them, it's cheaper. Now, I'm not saying that they're not, I think they're being honest about that, because in every area, feed prices can vary big time. Well, here, when I did my math, it'll actually cost me more to do this, but if it gives me a better quality of food, then hopefully it'll be worth it. So you can see, this is all my little chicken scratch note. This is kind of a little notepad or a notebook that I do a bunch of notes related to homesteading on. But looking at this, when I do my math, at the end of the day, per pound weight, because I buy mine in 100-pound bags, by doing my own feed, it costs me 33 cents a pound. When I buy their pre-packaged set chicken layer feed in pellet form, it's just under 20 cents a pound. So there's about a 13 cents a pound difference. It's not a huge difference, but technically it is more expensive for me to do this. But I want to give it a try to see if it does better health for my chickens and see if I see any better result. My chickens lay pretty good, but I want to see if I do see a noticeable difference. So we're going to take you along. I had to modify some of their numbers. They do everything in 40-pound increments, and my bags are 50-pound bags, so I had to do some modification of some measurements, but that's no big deal. But we're going to get it mixed up here right now, and we'll see how it works out. So here gives you an idea of what we're going to do. We're going to do, I have two here, but really it's only going to be one for this first mixture. So we're going to do one 50-pound bag of sunflower. It's black oil sunflower seeds. We're going to do a 50-pound bag of whole corn, a 50-pound bag of whole oats. This will be half of that for the flax seed and half of that for the millet. So really I need 6 1/4 pounds for those. So we're going to get that worked out right now. 6 pounds, 50 pounds. So I've got about halfway through the bags of the sunflower and the corn, because those are the big bags. So now that I'm at the halfway point, I got it mixed up by hand. I'm gonna go ahead and start working on some of those smaller batches of stuff that we needed. Well, I just realized I made a mistake. I was gonna do all the 50-pound things and mix them up, but I realized I forgot the oats. So let me get half of the oats in here real quick and get it mixed up. All right, now I'm gonna measure out 6 1/4 pounds of flax seed and 6 1/2 pounds of millet. We did the 6.5 pounds each of the flax seed and the millet in this 5-gallon bucket. And now that we're at a halfway point with the other feed, is I'll just do half of this bucket in with this, mix it up, and then we'll finish off the batch from there. She can have it back. She can have it back. That's good. We're good. So my container's not big enough. I told you I'd show you my successes and my failures. The food actually looks really good. But my container, I have maybe 5 pounds of oats that I couldn't fit in there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and feed with what we got for a few days. I don't think 5 pounds of oats overall out of, I think 125 pounds of feed is gonna make that big of a difference. But as you can see, that's kind of what it looks like right there. Looks a whole lot different than just some pelleted food. So we're gonna go out here. We got a feed for the afternoon anyways. We're gonna throw this in here, and I have a feeling chickens are gonna go crazy over it. I tell you, I got home from work earlier. I took a shower, and I'm gonna have to take another shower now. It ain't been no time. It is so humid today. Between the rain, and I think today was almost 90. It's just, I don't mind hot temperatures, but darn, it is so sticky right now. I got something you gonna like. Snowball?
Yeah, snowball.
Hey, piggies. All right, I gotta feed the pigs first. Otherwise, they get too loud. Yeah, we're gonna feed y'all first. Y'all behave today? Hey, how'd your pool get so dry? Henry, come over here before she beats you up. You know she don't play nice. You need to start being nice to him. Oh, see what happened? What are you doing? I can see Spotty in there. She's still doing her broody thing. So that's kind of been a little bit of a chaos in itself, but I'll tell you about that here in a minute. All right, Q-tip. Q-tip, you ready for a taste test? Yeah, I guess that was a yes. That's a little bit of something. Here, kiddo, take the camera. You got it? Mm-hmm. All right, y'all. That's some good.
Oh, we have feeding time.
Oh, y'all love that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
There's some more. Here, watch this. So you can see they're loving it, man.
All right, Daddy. Are you ready for me to show you the eggs that are under the coop?
Do what?
Do you want me to show you the eggs that are under the coop?
Eggs under the coop?
Yeah.
How many are we talking?
I think you like 5.
Well, let me see.
6.
Where do I see them at? Down there?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord, they deep in there.
I told you.
I don't know if y'all can see that. We got it.
I told you I could only find one.
It's kind of blurry, but we got some eggs under there.
Yeah. We found 2 yesterday, I think.
So I guess I'll see if I can reach them. I'm kind of worried it'll attract a snake or something under there, but then I guess I need to rig up something to where they can't go underneath anymore. Let me see if I can get them.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all, here's something they don't tell you about when you start homesteading. That when you get your egg layers, that one of them is gonna put this many eggs under your coop. So I got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11 eggs under the coop. Now I don't have many that lay white eggs. So I'm gonna suspect that Miss Snowball here, which is the all white chicken, she's a leghorn. At least that's my guess. She was bought as an Americana, but obviously that is not what we ended up with. So that's what I'm thinking is who laid that. Because the only white egg layers that I know of is her.
And Q-tip, that laid the small eggs, but
Yeah, hey.
these are not small
You're so
eggs.
loud in my ear. I think I got blood coming out.
No, you did
Okay.
not.
But the only ones that I know of that lay white eggs is Snowball, Q-tip, which are really small, and I get those all the time. And I'm also pretty sure that our broody girl here, yeah, you fluffing up, girl?
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure she lays white eggs too. Well, she's been in here, so she ain't been under there. Hey, stop scratching them around.
yeah, go.
Hey,
go.
get out of there.
Get out there. Come on, I got this.
So a little update on our broody hen too while we're in here dealing with all this chicken chaos. So as you can see, she's still in her nesting box there. She's still broody. But we did have a little problem. So she stayed on the nesting box for 2 days on eggs, and we thought things were good. I hadn't seen her leave her nest at all. Well, she finally left one day for about 20 minutes. I was inside the house because it started raining really hard, and I could tell that she got in a nesting box and assumed it was hers. Well, I came back out later on, probably about 2 hours later. Well, so when I came out, she had gotten in that one because there was 2 eggs still in it, and she just assumed that was it. And so then I was like, well, what do? And I looked online, and some people say that to put broody hens in their own little cage with their nest so they don't have that confusion. And then, of course, the other half people say just to leave them be and just let nature do its thing. Well, I thought, hey, I'll try to move her. So I grabbed my extra rabbit hutch that goes on the ground, and I thought, let's pull her nesting box off with her and eggs in it, and we'll screw it to the wooden front right there. Well, surprisingly, she moved just fine. Set her in there, she never left the nest. As soon as I started screw driving to put the nest against the wall so it wouldn't fall over, she came out, she was super mad, she was fluttering everywhere, and that went on for probably 45 minutes. She wanted nothing to do with it.
She like went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. Like, what am I gonna do?
So I realized that wasn't gonna work, so I took her back out. I put her in here. Well, before I even could get her nesting box put back, she immediately went to that middle nest and jumped in it. Well, it had no eggs in it. So I ended up bringing the eggs back, put her with her, and she ended up pulling them right underneath her and resat, and she's been doing fine since. I don't know if too much time passed that it's not going to allow them to incubate, but we're going to wait and see. I did end up pulling 3 more from her though and put them in the incubator just to be on the safe side, so we now have 12 in the incubator. So that's kind of an update on that, but Mater's getting super mad because we've been down here for too long dealing with this egg escapade, egg drama, whatever you want to call it. But so I definitely got to get something put around the bottom of this coop here real soon to prevent that from happening again. So let's go ahead and go up there and feed him real quick, and then we'll call it a day. Were you good today? Huh? Did you take care of the fort? Yeah. Oh, I dumped it right on your head, brother. You're a good dude, Mater. Good dude, brother. Let's go over here and give a quick check on meat birds. I only feed them once a day, but what y'all doing? So guys, that's gonna wrap it up. Now, I will say, it's not the best put together video about the new chicken feed. I got home from work, I knew my chicken feed was low. I needed that food scale to be able to measure it out. It just came. It was one of those things that, you know, homesteading while working full time is very difficult. Today was actually my first day back to work since, you know, my son was born. And so, you know, of course, being gone for a couple of weeks, you come back, there's a lot to get done. So I even got out of work about almost an hour late. So that put us behind. So we got dinner fixed, we ate, you know, but stuff still got to be done. And I didn't have another bag of just pellet feed. Timing was not good for running out, but those guys had to be fed. So I had to put it together real quick. I filmed it the best I could. I'll give y'all a little better breakdown hopefully in the future, but I just want to share with you what was going on. And then of course I found out we had this crazy egg situation under the coop. So there's just always something, you know, and I'm tired. It's not really extra stuff I want to deal with when I got home today, but you know, I'll take these little issues here and there for the enjoyment that I get on this property and dealing with these animals and raising my own food and getting those rewards that we get back from it. So this is just real life when you're homesteading with a full-time job. So appreciate you guys coming along. We appreciate y'all every day. We appreciate the continued support. Y'all be good, and we'll see you here real soon on the next video.